Hello everyone and welcome back to Evie Turquesa Dot. Today I am back to share my hashtag Love Fall Art project for the Creative Arts Collaboration. And that's the group on Facebook that is guided by Cinnamon Cooney and a group of fantastic administrators. So check it out if you haven't checked it out yet. And this is the actual spread that I created for today. And my page reads, Autumn paints in colors that summer has never seen. And that is an actual quote that I found online when I Googled autumn quotes. So that's what I've added on my journaling. And then I created that whole scene onto a pre-made background that I had worked on this summer. So it's made with scrapbooking papers and little strips of cut-out papers, and then those logs are actually strips of fabric that I had glued on. I also painted the little fall fairy with all her fairy dust turning summer into fall. So that's why you see all that glitter floating around her. And then that little part there that you see on the right side is where my journaling is. So I'll open that up and show you that that's what the actual journaling part is hiding. And I'll read it to you because I wrote that myself, and it reads, warm colors of fall to delight us all, falling leaves that leave empty trees to get ready for the winter freeze. Shed the old and rest the while, make your thoughts stretch out for miles. Soon new life will grow around. Keep your feet firm on the ground. So that's what I wrote to kind of put together all the thoughts that I was having in my mind and things that I wanted to communicate, but I didn't find a quote that would hold all of them. And I also thought of a little forest fall fairy. So that's why I created this page today. I wanted to play with a couple of things, the fairy and the leaves, which I actually heat embossed and then colored with pearlized watercolors. And now I'm going to go in. Actually, as I was preparing the editing on this video, I found that I had not finished the back of my leaves, so I'm going to go in with my paint and finish that back off so that it doesn't show as white unfinished leaves. And that's what I'm actually sharing, because the rest of it, you're not going to believe this, but I actually created it live on Periscope. The first part I did this afternoon, so that would be the part 1 that I shared, and that was creating the fairy and working on the leaves. And then I went back on very late tonight and finished the whole spread. So that's what I created for Love Fall Art. I hope you liked it. And if you are interested, up next I'm going to share the products that I used. So first, that little piece for the journaling is a recycled packaging where I painted with metallic paints, covered it in this Harvest Delight paper that Irene had sent me a while back, who's Lucia Caso. These are the stamps that I used for the leaves, and I then heat embossed them and went into those heat embossed images to color them with these pearlized watercolors. And I'll show you the brand in a minute. I got those on Amazon, and I actually have a spare palette that Rosa sent me a while back, so I'm loving these and I use them a lot. So that's what I used to color my leaves with, the ones that are embossed. The other ones I stamped onto the page. So that's the brand. And then the liquid pearls that I use on the fairy's dress, and the ice stickles is what I use for the wings. And those are the metallic paints that I use for her, for the leaves on her skirt. And these are the colors that I used for her hair and the base for the wing before I added all the glitter to it. Now for the logs at the bottom, I worked with this dark brown and it's burnt umber, and then I mixed it up with antique white and a little bit of the skin color that I used. And the skin colors on her were these. One by Americana, which is buff beige, and the light mocha by Apple Bauer. So yeah, those are the products that I used to paint my image, and these are the stamps that I used to stamp my leaves with. Except for the Versamark, which I'm not showing. And then the little teeny tiny leaves that are floating around are from these Hero Art tiny stamp sets, and those are the ones that I used to fill up all the little gaps, and actually had them in proportion with my fairy. The pens that I used were the Fudebo, the Micron in a brown, and then the Faber-Castell in the black. And then I also used a brown. I was getting ready to say goodbye, and I remembered that I used this dark sepia for the journaling strips. So yeah, that's it.